Welcome. I'm Adam Miller, a consultant with the Art of Applying and a graduate of the University of Virginia's Darden School of Business. Today we've got a question from the Q&A vault about negotiating a scholarship. So let's take a look at what the client asked our consulting team. She writes in and says, "Hi, I got my admit from McCombs, yay, and I was able to get $30,000 out of them for 2 years after I shared my offer from Rice, which had a full ride. I also included a letter on the advice of an admissions rep with the reasons as to why McCombs is my top choice. I included the following reasons in that letter: courses in analytics that they offer, connections with current students that I've had, and my husband's job placement in Austin." Great. That makes sense why they gave you this money. You had another offer and you explained to them why you really want to be there. "Although I'm grateful for some money, I want to get more. What else can I do to get more money out of them? Any advice on how to follow up with a second appeal?" Love it. We totally believe at the Art of Applying in asking for as much scholarship money as you possibly can get from a school, right? That's a big reason actually for why you're paying so much for an admissions consultant like us, is because we're hoping that on the back end, you won't take out tens of thousands of dollars extra in student loans. So our founder and CEO, Kanisha, weighs in with 10 fantastic bullet points for what to do next. But first, she says, congrats on getting the $30,000 from McCombs. Does that mean $30,000 per year or $30,000 total off the sticker price, meaning $15K per year? Either way, that is not insignificant. And the client responds, it is $30,000 over 2 years, so it's $15K per. I did some OCD Excel spreadsheeting stuff to compare this offer versus the Rice one. And basically, I think that if I can get an additional $30,000 out of UT, I would feel more financially secure about starting my MBA this fall. And this would effectively cover 1 year's worth of tuition. So a half ride is nothing to sneeze at. So back to Kanisha. She says it is totally okay to go back to UT and ask again for more. All they can do is say no. You're going to write another financial aid appeal letter with this structure. So here's the 10 things. Number 1, thank them for the generous gift. Next, let them know you're writing to ask for more money though. Ask for a specific amount of money. And are you clear about how much money it would take for you to choose Rice over UT? Is that even possible that you go and say, you know what, this isn't enough. I'm going to do the full ride at Rice. Or what is your reservation price? That's what in negotiations class is what is you willing to hold out for? Have you actually already hit that reservation price, right? Like if they offered you $5,000 and your reservation price was $10,000 in a scholarship, then they have not hit your minimum for when you would decline and now go to Rice. But maybe $30K is actually already above your minimum, which means you kind of have a little bit less leverage because you can't call their bluff if you really want to go there and they've already gone above your reservation price there. Okay, does that make sense? So think through. It sounds like you might actually accept the current offer, but you want more. Whereas if had they not given you anything, you might have actually ended up going to Rice. So just do that introspection, do more of that spreadsheeting to figure out what is it that you would actually walk away from. And then beyond that, what do you think what are the points in which it makes a real difference in your life, in your financial situation, in how comfortable you are recruiting for the jobs that you really want versus the ones that are going to maybe pay back your loans more quickly, but you might actually be suffering for a few years. All right. Next bullet point in this upcoming letter that you're going to write to McCombs is reiterate why you want more money. What would it allow you to do in terms of your career, in terms of your personal life? Why you can't just take it all on in loans and that difference. Next, share any updates you have in your competitiveness in your profile. So maybe you've gotten a promotion, maybe you retook a standardized test, maybe you took an online class, maybe you have volunteered recently somewhere and gotten really involved. Whatever it is, if there's anything that is going on that you want to share with them that was not in your original application or shared in your interview, give them those data points. Reiterate why UT is your number one choice. Just say again, I love that this is going to be in the city that my spouse is going to be in. Say again that these are the people who I talked to that are at the school right now and recent alums and why I want to be a part of this specific network. And of course, you talked about analytics. So talk about why this curriculum is perfect for you. Reiterate what you'd offer the community as a student, right? What expertise have you gained in the years where you've worked, in the years where you've volunteered, in the years where you have, done whatever you've been doing that will add value to when you raise your hand and answer a question about an important subject in the room with other folks. What are they going to get from you being there? And how will UT benefit just having you on campus? What kind of presence are you going to have? Also, reiterate your gratitude for the generosity thus far. Again, you thank them at the beginning, do it again at the end of this letter. They're talking about giving you tens of thousands of dollars and you want tens of thousands of more dollars. Let's make sure we're showing how much we appreciate them considering this, and if they do it, how much it means to you and how much it will mean to, their legacy as a school, because it is going to make it so much easier for you to go out and fulfill your dreams and have their brand associated with the difference that you're making. And lastly, invite them to reach out to you if they have any additional questions or if they need additional information from you. You go ahead and make yourself available, to jump on the phone, to send them additional, things that you've been doing on the side. Make it so that it's easy for them to say yes here. Hopefully this letter will help you increase that scholarship amount and you'll end up in Austin with not too much debt afterwards. So she says, let us know how it goes, gets a thumbs up. One of our other consultants says that she totally agrees with everything said here because she actually went to UT McCombs and graduated last year. So that is it for today's question from the Q&A vault. Hopefully you found this informative and a little bit entertaining. And if you want any help getting into or negotiating with your dream school, graduate school opportunities out there, please reach out to us at theartofapplying.com.